Boom. Nah, I'm just kidding. That's the corny thing to do. I seen today we done hit 52 subscribers. We done hit the 50 subscribers special, baby. You feel me? And I'm just excited about that. Like, I honestly thank you. This community been building slowly but surely. It seems like, I remember when it was just like 3 subscribers that was my friends, and then a couple people seen and they picked it up, and then a couple more people picked it up, and then a couple people asked me about my channel, and I sent it over, and they subscribed, obviously, and now we're sitting at 50, and I think that's just very beautiful. I'm very thankful. Sheesh. I want to talk about what I want to talk about in this video is I'm so sorry. Is the power of just honestly understanding the power of patience, truly. And it's just, I feel like I went through a perfect example today. This happened today. This is no rap, no cap. I was on my way to work, got gas in the car, coming from on my way to work. A police officer pulls me over, okay? He pulls me over. When he pulled me over, dude gets a blah, 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 you're speeding, which I was. Now, mind you, I'm only doing this to give insight on the story. I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm not saying that he's wrong for pulling me over. Do I agree with it? Hell the fuck no. But the laws are the law. You got to know them. You're supposed to stick to them, in this world. That's what they say. I'm going down the hill. The road that I'm on is a typical road I'm on. It's a 35 miles, okay? 35 miles per hour road. I'm going down it. I probably get up to 60 because I'm going down the hill. I just don't press on the brake at all. I'm just going down the hill. I'm just, And I'm so serious. Right as I get to the bottom of this hill, I swear to God, as soon as I'm getting right to the bottom of it, I swear to you, I start hitting the brake. I look out the corner of my eye and I see a police officer. I'm like, he's not gonna pull me over, is he? Lit up. All I see is the blue, red, white lights. I'm like, oh my goodness, okay. I'm like, I already know what he's about to say, what he's about to do. Hopefully this will be quickly over with. Dude comes up to my window. He's like, how you doing? I'm pulling you over because you're going 25 miles over the speed limit or something like that. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I'm like, I just coming down the hill, so it's just like, like, I'm just telling them, like, why I was, because sometimes cops ask you, like, why are you speeding? Like, why are you driving so reckless? They be on that. To be honest, I'm used to a cop always asking me, why were you speeding? You know what I'm saying? So I was just letting them know, like, I was just coming down the hill and I just didn't get on the brake till late. And then, this dude wants to be a complete and utter asshole. And he's like, do your brakes not work when you go down hills? I was like, okay, bro, whatever. Like, let's get this going. So I'm like already thinking, like, I'm just going to get my ticket and it's going to be over with. Buddy then sees that I have a firearm sitting in between my seats, like holstered in between my seats. I'm telling him, it's holstered in between my seats. I'm telling him, no, I'm sorry. It's holstered in between my seats. I swear to you, this is exactly what he said. He said, I see you have a firearm right there. What are you planning on doing with that? I swear to God. And it's so crazy because to preface that, I have a terrible habit of not pulling my phone out and recording every interaction I have with police because I really should. Because every time I have one with these niggas, not every time, but there's been some times where, man, I should have been recording. And it's because I just don't think to. I'm trying to tell y'all, Cops, y'all look at me, okay? I'm showing y'all this because to me, this is nothing. This is just who I am. This is just me. Bro, don't lick the phone. Come on, dude. This is me. This is just who I am. I don't think nothing of it, but I know, like, of course, even though I don't think nothing of it, I do still know that, you know, I'm judged off of my appearance. I'm judged off of how I look. But, what was I saying? I don't be really thinking like that. That's just like, you know, it's bad because it leaves me vulnerable sometimes. But in my head, I'm just thinking purely off my heart and my spirit. I'm like, bro, this could just be a cool cop right here. What, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that, prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. Like, you should be prepared for the worst cop ever that's racist and wants to kill you and ready to pull his gun out and be, but hope that you got a cop that's a good cop. There are good ones out here. And I just be always going in, like, not being prepared for the worst. I just kind of be thinking, like, they not going to be on that. Especially because I live in the state of Washington. I do not be thinking cops finna be on that. I just don't. I truly don't. And some of them do. This is a fact. Some of them do. So regardless, whatever. That's I'm getting a little too far off topic. Boom. Now, dude, he asked me, what are you going to do with that gun? I was like, what? Like, I don't even remember what I said. I think I just was like, huh? Like, I was just confused. Like, what do you mean? What am I about to go do with that? Like, I'm about to tell you, oh, I'm about to go slide down the block on my ops, fucking Jerome and Simon or some shit. Like, what the fuck did you expect me to say? Like, you expected me to be like, oh, I'm about to go take this and go shoot up my ex-girlfriend because she pissed me off. Like, what am I supposed to say my plan is to do with the gun? I carry a gun because it's my fucking right, nigga. You feel me? Like, it's my right. Okay, so I'm just confused. I don't even know why he said that. I don't know why he said that at all, but whatever. He immediately quickly asked me, for my safety, can you give me the gun? All right, I'm taking accountability already before we go into the rest of this video. You know, whoever's watching, probably some people are gonna say, you goofy, you're crazy, you got lucky, you could have died doing that, woo. And I think that's all true. I'm telling you, because of like I said, my spirit doesn't allow me to think like so negatively in certain situations. I'm calm, cool, and collected. I'm like, I was speeding, just hurry up and give me my speeding ticket so I can go. But you asking me about my gun and doing all this extra shit just because a nigga has a gun. Now all of a sudden you have to ask extra questions when it's literally my right to carry one. So unless I'm doing something suspect or seeming as a threat with a gun, cops are not really supposed to be investigating you just because you have a gun, because it's literally everyone's fucking right to have one. And it's all about if you're trying to keep it concealed or not. And what's crazy is in the state of Washington, we have an open carry thing. So like you can openly carry a gun. But if you conceal it, you need a license. So that means if you're just walking around with a gun, a police officer honestly on your hip shouldn't say anything to you because it's your right. So they should have no reason or probable cause to say, boom, we need to investigate to make sure that's a legal gun or anything like that, because there's literally open carry laws. Only if it's concealed, they can be able to be on that bullshit if they want to, because you need a license for it. So that's going away again. So I go to reach for it because he asked for it. Now, when I reach for it, I promise y'all, okay, like I was saying, I prophesied that this probably wasn't the right thing to do because I guess cops, because their safety, they don't want to feel like you're going to blow them down on the side of the street. You need to let them control the situation and be control freaks. I don't agree with that, but I guess that is what is supposed to happen, even though I do not know no law in that framework or anything like that. He asked for my weapon. I've handed my firearm over to police before, so mind you, that's another reason why I do what I do next. I've handed my firearm over to police before with my hand like pretty much on the trigger. When I go to reach for this, I'm telling you, I grab the butt of it like this. I could just hold on. I'm pretty sure if I just show it like this, it's cool for YouTube. I hold it like this. I don't pick it up at all. I just go to reach for it, and when I touch it just like this. On me. That's exactly how I touch it. No diddy. As soon as I do that, and I'm telling you, before I even reached for it, there was multiple times not multiple times, but he asked me for my CPL and my license, so I had to reach over my firearm to give it him my information. Okay, so this is all leading up to me just thinking like it's still cool, even though I will say I should have took more note of the fact that he was shaking. He was shaking when I handed him my license and my CPL. He was like he was scared after he brought up the gun. Like this dude was just on his nerves were bussing, which is just you're a police officer, bro. If someone I'll get into that later. Let me just keep up with the story. I don't want to get too far off track and make this just a long ass video. Okay, I reach for it. Boom, just touch it. As soon as I touch it, he whips out his gun. Why the fuck are you reaching for your gun? Don't fucking touch that gun. Why the fuck would you touch that gun? What are you stupid? He's losing his mind. I'm so serious. He's losing his mind. And then he literally just has it drawn like this. I'm sitting here. I sat there. I said, shit, you asked for it. Like, I'm sitting here confused. He got his shit drawn and all that. I'm not nervous. I'm not scared. And I'm not saying this to be no tough guy, but I'm saying this because this nigga was such a sucker and so scary and so should not be a police officer because he cannot handle no type of stress or duress because he lost it. And I'm saying, as soon as he pulled it out, I genuinely did not fear for my life. Like, if y'all seen this dude too, you would just look at him like a scrub. Like, even though he had it whipped out, I feel like I could still reached across the car, grabbed it, and took it from him. Like, he's a square. So I just sit here. I said, oh, whoa, bro, like, you asked for it. He was like, why does that? He just kept going on. He was like, get your hands out the window. I just immediately did it. I was like, okay. I'm holding my hands like this out the window. I'm not like scared. I'm telling y'all, this man was literally just, this is crazy. I'm just holding my hands out the window. I was like, this is crazy. Like, he really just being a sucker right now. For real. Hands out the window, I'm chilling. He opened up my door. Boom, take my firearm, walk over to the other side. Then he opens up my door. Starts talk. This dude is so stupid because he starts talking about it, and then he starts trying to unload my weapon. Then he calls for backup. Like, his protocols were terrible, but he does all that. Boom. I'm like, bro, this is crazy. He calls for the backup, whatnot. So now, he's gonna go back and run my firearm, even though I show him a CPL. So it's like, if I have a CPL, why would I keep an illegal firearm on me? Now you're just dragging it and doing all this background check on me because now, like, whatever image he had in his head of me is just so stereotypical. It's crazy for why he even took it further. So now his partners pull up. I'm sitting here still with my hands out the window. This super nice police lady, me and her having a completely different experience. Me and her chatting it up. She telling me, oh, I get why, like, you might have did that and it might have just made you nervous. I was like, I'm not even nervous. Like, police from where I'm from is more aggravating than y'all. Like, this dude is just scared. Like, I'm sitting here telling her, like, you need to keep an eye on him because if there's a hostile situation, he gonna kill somebody. That's what I'm telling her. I'm like, y'all gotta be careful with him because he might kill somebody. I'm not worried about it because I de-escalated the situation by not turning it up, not getting scared of him at all. I de-escalated it. This nigga just kept taking it up and up over something so minor. Okay, whatever. Boom. She's like, oh, okay, yeah, and then you can learn to do these classes. I was like, man, it's crazy how you so cool. And then, like, look at him. He finally comes back. This dude asked me, is there insurance? Are you insured? I was like, I don't have it on me. Because I ain't got my insurance on me, or I don't know how to access it terribly. Even though I'm 24 years old, if you have insurance, know how to get to your little insurance policy numbers and all that real quick. Have all of that ready to go. That's part of being an adult, and this situation has helped me learn from that. But as soon as I said I don't have it on me, he literally said, "Yep, I'm getting you for that too." Turns around, comes back, he gets me for no insurance, no registration, and the speeding ticket. I have insurance. I had the registration. He just didn't ask for it. He just was really on that tip. I'm telling you, this man was crazy. And I will say at the most right now, because if I do some extra going to court over this, I may not have heard him say anything about a registration, but I swear I did not hear him say nothing about no registration. Because especially when this moment was happening, I was not high and I was not drunk, and nor was I faded. So I'm a sober-minded Vontae, getting ready to try to go to work. You feel me? So like, this is very insane to me. and all that goes. Then they're like, can we put your gun in the trunk? Can you pop your trunk and then you can get it from there? Nigga, what the fuck? That is the worst thing about cops in Washington. When they try to get you for your pole, they will literally try to give you your pole back like, okay, we're gonna leave it here at the end of the street and then you go get it once we leave. What? One, this is so stupid because that's stupid. It's my gun. I legally own it. Just give me the fucking gun back. You know what I'm saying? Like, just give me my gun back. What are we doing this? I'ma leave it here when you wanted to take it from me. For literally any cop taking your legal firearm from you is off of them thinking you don't have the right to have it legally. So if that's the case, nigga, you disrespecting the fuck out of me, just give me my shit back. Regardless. Now, then two, that shit's so crazy because what I ended up telling them, I said, I'm not popping my trunk for y'all. What the fuck? It's no different than y'all trying to say, can we put it in your back seat right now? Like, that's like freely getting to search my car. Like, even if you don't look for anything, even if you did, I just put it down. If there was a fucking bag of yayo in the corner of my bottom seat just because you want to open up my door and put my strap down, you could literally be like, I just seen yayo. So, like, wait, you're a police officer. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or whats about that. You're not getting in my car. No way, no what, no access, no points, no none of that. So then they're like, okay, we're just going to leave it on your trunk. And when we pull off, then grab it. This is also very stupid. The police pull off. Who knows? I'm mad. I'm waiting. I'm just sitting. I'm like, oh my goodness. I finally get out, go grab my gun. I have to literally grab my gun off the trunk of my car, parked in the middle of the street. Some people driving down the road at any time see a random black man grabbing his gun off his trunk of his parked car in the middle of the road. I ain't gonna lie, I am not one to be snitching and try to be the community watch, but if I were to be, I know for sure I would be telling on myself if I seen that. You get what I'm saying? So that is just a side complaint, how stupid that is, because this has happened before too, where another time at Fred Meyer's, get called for having my gun on me. They take my gun, put it in my car and whatnot. And it's like, that's just so crazy. I wish I didn't let them do that day, but I did. But that shit was crazy too. I let them literally take my gun and put it just in my car. Like, nigga, just give me my gun back. Just give me my gun back. That shit's so crazy. I hate that. Cops, if someone's gun is theirs and they were already keeping it on them, just give it back to them. I promise you right now, at least in America, the time that at any point a cop took someone's gun and they came back to be a good legal citizen who's just holding on to his constitutional rights and they gave it back to him, I truly believe 90, because I can't be completely for certain, I don't know. But I truly believe that 99.99564325541% of the time, that man never then took the gun back and then just drew down and killed the cop. Like, it's crazy. Y'all get to carry guns on, and this just shows that cops have such an entitlement. They have such an entitlement. Because they're so entitled to think it's literally their legal right and their job and duty to carry a gun with them, on them. And literally, as humans, we essentially have the same thing, because police are public servants. Us, as the people, we are to be served by them and also assist them, because they are to be serving us and helping us and keeping our communities clean, and all goes to supposed to be hand in hand. So that's why you can citizens arrest somebody. Because you can walk around with that blicky instead of resorting to killing them for doing blah, 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 which some people have. Some people have got robbed and then that person pulls their gun out, kills them. Some people have seen a robbery going down, pull their gun out and tell that nigga, freeze! Because it is for us to serve our community too. That's a whole other thing. But it's just like, and it shows like literally they think that that's not what we could be doing. That's not what I could be on. Because it's insane to ask another person What are you about to go do with that firearm? Huh? Terrible, terrible, terrible. What was he thinking about me in his head to say that? What are you about to go do with that firearm? I see you have a firearm right here. What are you about to go do with that? Just because it's late and I have my gun on me, I'm about to go do something with it? And then it just shows the spookiness and stupidity. I'm so stupid. You walk up to my car, don't smell no liquor, don't smell no weed coming from it. Don't even smoke in my car like that no more. And my gun resting. This whole time you was pulling me over all this whole time. I had plenty of time to hide a gun if I had a gun. How many niggas be having a gun in a car and don't hide it? Again, like, what are we saying right now? It's just and like I said, this all started to say like patience, because I have much patience. I'm telling you, a gun was drawn on me. It wasn't pointed at me. It was drawn on me though, and I had no fear. Man, it's not like, this is not to toot my own horn. It's just all to really, patience is important. If I didn't have patience in that situation, me being, oh my God, what are you doing? Even me reacting to him overreacting could have led to him taking it the next step and shooting me. Just because I moved too fast off of him moving too fast. And it's important to understand that, like, you got to know, like, that, like I said, I was in a sense that way prepared for the worst, even though I don't want that to happen and I try to prevent that from happening. Bye. And actually, more on to why I had to be so patient in this situation. When all of this is done, I try to simply ask him, I said, what's your name and badge number? Because I was for sure going to get that because he called me an idiot, which was insane. Like, that was insane because, like, I don't do the insulting police officers because I know, like, when that shit is on their little camera and all that, if anything ever goes to court, you being trying to call them this, that, and that is terrible. It's always going to put you in a bad light and try to get them out for your attitude towards a police officer. If you call them a bitch, pussy, wah, wing, wound, coward, any of them things. But he literally called me an idiot. So I was like, no, I'm for sure going to get that because if I end up wanting to, try to see if I get sued or something, yeah, no, for sure. So I was like, yeah, name and badge number. He tells me, boom, and then they always say this terrible ass shit. They're like, it's right there on your ticket. Not everybody knows that, okay? Like, are you saying that because you think I constantly get tickets? Again, stereotyping. Like, they would be always trying to make it seem like people should know it's just on the paper. Like, anybody ever went to school and they told you what happens when you get a ticket and what they write down and all that? No. Like, it's terrible. The entitlement. Police don't want to go and teach their communities, but expect their communities to know, like, the ins and out of everything. It's insane to me. Regardless, I asked name, badge number, and right here, I'm like, as the last olive branch star, I was like, can I get your name and badge number? Then he tells me, and I was like, I just want you to know, like, I didn't mean to make a mistake. Wasn't trying to, like, scare you. He gets to cutting me off immediately. I was like, bro, I understand you're mad, but, like, and he was like, I'm not mad. And I was like, well, you keep cutting me off, so you're obviously mad. And that right there had to have triggered him. And it's like, that's a tough thing because it's like, I'm just keeping it real with them and I'm stating the truth. If you're cutting somebody off, you're not cutting them off because you might not be necessarily angry every single time you cut somebody off, but there's a reason you are. If you're not worried about what the person is saying or it's not affecting you in no way, you should be able to let them finish. Cutting people off, like, very abruptly and intentionally, it can happen accidentally. Someone's having a conversation, ooh, and you feel like they're about to go off, or like you just kind of like wait when like that, like a need to interject for information purposes comes across. Boom, that's not the case. The dude's just cutting me off, and I was like, okay, whatever, bro. Because I'm sitting here trying to apologize. I even say that. I say, like, I'm trying to apologize, and you just keep cutting me off, like, and then he was like, okay, I'm gonna just, and then he literally tried to say, okay, I'm just done with this conversation, and then I was just like, I'm just trying to apologize, and then he just tried to crank up again, and I was like, bro, whatever, just give me my ticket, put my gun on my damn trunk so I can go, and he just kept rambling and yapping, and it's just so crazy. It's just so crazy that just happened. And it ain't even nothing though. You feel me? Like it's another day in my life. It ain't nothing new, bruh. I've been really harassed. I won't say harassed. But I've had not pleasant experiences with cops over and over and over and over. And I feel like that's why I didn't even care when he pulled his gun out. Sometimes they just pull their gun out and ain't shit gonna happen. And that's a crazy thing to say though, because a gun in no situation should ever be pulled out unless it's about to be used. Like for real and ready to be used. I would never pull my firearm out, never pull my strap out, never pull the burner out in some situation, and me pulling it out meant I was just trying to show it. Them bitches cost too much to be just trying to show it. You feel me? So it's like, and with that patience, just know it's important. It can save your life. It can keep things from just going terrible. You gotta always understand. Now, I won't say you gotta always understand, but I've come to realize and understand that anytime someone's acting a certain way, their behavior is a certain way, that anger is coming from a certain type of in their spirit, it's them. They're dealing with something. Because honestly, the way everything ended, I don't want to sit there and just be like, nigga, are you mad at me just because you can't fuck your bitch for longer than 15 minutes? Are you mad at me because I'm handsome? Are you mad at me because you don't know how to get women? Are you mad at me because your dick little? Like, what is your beef internally to where you just so exponentially mad at the next nigga? And so quickly, easily scared. You a police officer, nigga? You got the burner. You got the ups. The gun is literally so far from me. If I did reach for it, he still had the ups in so many ways as long as he kept his eyes on me. He was never in danger. And there was never even a threat of danger. There wasn't. There really was not. There never was even the threat of danger for this man. And he just acted the way he did. And you're going through something. If you ever see this and we end up in court, or you just end up seeing this because I'm that nigga and like literally this shit in the end will mean nothing to me, because like I said, I just took patience. I'm gonna do what I need to do to get the ticket down, or if I gotta pay the whole thing, whatever. It is what it is. It didn't hurt me. I don't feel hurt. I'm disappointed because I just wish you was healed, nigga. Dead ass. God bless you, nigga. I hope better comes to you. I hope one day you understand you don't have to stereotype the next nigga. I hope you understand that next time that you can see someone who looks just like me and he actually believes that there's a lot of good police and he believes there's a lot of room for improvement for police and for communities to get better, and it just takes a little bit more training, a little bit more de-escalation classes, and a few more things, and you guys deserve more of a budget and all of that. That's what I truly believe. But not you at the end of the day though too, okay? Like you need to go get in a cubicle. You too scared. You too nervous for the streets. It's too hot for you. And that's like the main thing for police. I almost think like the police, how the hell we got, like, why don't more people from the military get to convert to being police officers for good pay and good benefits, and help them go from like, you know, leaving that world of PTSD, or as long as they don't have any or whatever, that mental psych, they go back to be good in the regular world. Have them become some of our best police officers. Things would be a lot better. Because you were bullied in school. For sure. You watched this, you were bullied in school. And I'm sorry about that. I was too. But I didn't think now that I have a gun on me, I am macho man. And I'm always antsy, or I'm nervous if I see another person's gun. I've been in rooms with niggas I don't know a thing about and really believe they're crash outs and they had guns. And I wasn't as scared as you. I wasn't even scared. And I definitely wasn't shaking. So it's just, this is just truly just, I'm just doing this video just because I'm looking crazy. I got the hairs going up with my patch out. And I'm just good, man. Life is so good. I'm so happy. I'm already going to be past this. Like, I just been sipping on this week at a little Fireball. Smoked up a little J just to get a little the nerves going. I'm probably about to get back on the game, play that for a little bit, go to sleep, and then it'll be another day in the life of me, man. That's all it'll be. And that's what it takes when you're being patient with yourself. And that's what I found out for myself when I was very young. But it's a power that I've learned too very strong as an adult. It's just like, just be patient, because in the end, when you're patient, you're just gonna realize on the other end of it, it's not that bad. And if it is painful enough to be like that bad, with enough patience and time, you'll get back to a place that feels normal. You know? This video doesn't reach 30 minutes because I'm not even rambling. It's like, this is the truth, and there's key details you gotta put up in there, and I don't want to leave anything out. I don't want to make it seem like he was just the devil, because he wasn't. I honestly think he's probably not even a bad dude. He too scary for the job he worked. He is. He's too scary. Way too scary. Way too scary. He doesn't seen too many videos. He doesn't seen that video of the dude who, like, when he was like, I'm gonna get out the car, and the cop told him to get out, and then when he got out the car, then he hopped out with the Draco. Like, he's seen too many videos like that, thinking like he was just gonna get burned right where he is too. And I'm trying to tell you, the craziest thing is him being so on edge like that. It's just like, it's funny, because like, I know where I got pulled over in the heart of the city that I'm in currently. I keep up with things that go on around in my city, no matter if I'm from that city or not. I live there. I'm keeping up with it, and niggas don't get shot out here. Niggas don't get shot out here, and niggas don't be shooting like that out here, okay? They don't. They just don't. It's a nice area, and I'm happy for that. That's why I moved here. You feel me? That's why I moved here. I moved to a place, and I can't wait till I get to even richer places where like a cop just wouldn't even think anything dangerous is gonna happen. Like, man, it's too, no matter how, maybe what anybody could think, there's no way it's something dangerous. It's too rich and nice here for people who want to be doing all that. I love those areas. I guess I'm not quite there yet, or like I said, I just got a rotten apple. Cause I feel like I've actually had a lot of other experiences with cops out here, and they are so cool. I just don't want to give up the location, but if once we ever get there, just know, like, my city, that I'm currently in, the police, you guys do a very good job. Outside of the dude last night, I don't remember your name because I don't care enough. It wasn't, this wasn't traumatic for me. I got to shit on you a little bit. Like, this wasn't traumatic for me. I don't remember your name. You're already an afterthought in my head. I know my face is still in your head. I know you're probably at work talking about this like you really experienced something crazy, and you're going to be chatting about it for a minute. This is going to be your real deal highlight. And to me, this ain't even a moment. It's a day in my life. And I got to say that because it's just, you got to start putting more weight on different things in your life if you want to be a better cop. And that's my 33-minute momentous ramble wink about patience and talking about just that experience with that cop, you know what I'm saying? And I appreciate you for watching. Just make sure that you're having a good day, night, evening, noon, whatever it is for you. Just make sure that it's good. Again, this was also a banger just because 52 subscribers currently standing right now. So this is like a 50 subscriber. Yippee, hoorah. And I just, again, appreciate the people who watch. I appreciate the people who support. I appreciate the people who have commented. I appreciate the people who have liked. I appreciate people who have just viewed it from beginning to end. Because I just want to be heard a little bit. So again, just make sure it's a good morning, day, evening, noon, whatever. Just make sure it's good. And I'm going to catch y'all whenever I drop another video and decide to speak my mind.